Okay, part one. So, did you go on a picnic when you were a kid?
Yes, when I was in school, so regularly every year we went to picnics, met some teachers, and I really enjoyed a lot because we visited to a park nearby to our hometown, and we went through a bus, and from the school we just played music and dance of it, and also take some food while we are traveling. uh, uh, and after that we will reach here. We just enjoyed a lot.
Okay, great. So, when we were young, we went on a picnic on a consistent basis, right?
Yes.
Especially to a park which was very nearby my educational institution, right? And after that, all that enjoyment that you said, it's fine.
Mm.
How often do you go on a picnic now?
Honestly, it's very rare to go for a picnic because mostly I didn't participate in picnic for a long time. And yes, we celebrated some get-togethers in our home, where when sorry, where some
At
friends are
our
in.
home, at our home.
Yes, at our home, some friends are invited
Were
on special.
invited. Some, okay, continue, continue. Some friends are invited, and then
And we celebrated by enjoying doing lot of things and making our favorite foods and
their
discussing about.
favorite food. Food is food, right? We don't say foods. Food is always
Yes,
food. Okay.
yes, favorite
So
food.
by preparing our favorite cuisines. Okay.
Mm,
By
yes,
preparing our favorite cuisines. Okay.
we, okay. So mm, so yeah, picnic we do not do just right now, and I'm not.
So we don't go for picnic right now. Okay. No, nowadays we don't go for picnics. Okay.
Yes,
Nowadays
nowadays
we
I
don't go for
don't
picnics.
go for picnics. When we need a get together, we just make it at our home and make some cuisines, our favorite cuisines, and as celebrated in a different way, like discussing a lot of things and enjoying a lot of playing music and dancing on it. That is also a picnic to me
Okay.
nowadays.
So you should add that during COVID-19 pandemic we are not going outside. No, that's the basic point. So the current issue of this COVID-19 pandemic, that's a part of your answer too, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay. The
yes.
COVID-19 pandemic, try to use it. See, the questions seem very easy, but the answer should be very descriptive, right? Okay.
I will
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
I will do
So
that.
they want to check your imagination. Okay.
Mm.
So what is the difference between a picnic and cooking at home?
Honestly, while we are making picnic, there is
Why we go for picnics? Why we
yes.
go for picnics?
While we go for a picnic, we make food for a lot of people, and we have decided
No,
that
if you are speaking in this manner, then you should say when we go for a picnic, right? When we go
yeah,
for a picnic, then we prepare food, not make food. We use a better word, prepare food.
mm,
Okay, or you
yeah,
can say prepare various dishes.
yes, prepare various dishes in picnic, and
Oh,
yes,
various dishes for different people. When we go for a picnic, that we have spoken before, no?
yes, we cook different various dishes for different lot of people, and while we are making food in home, that may be for some few people, and in home all the things are easily available. but while we are doing picnic, we have to arrange before making that. And if we run out of something, so it is quite difficult to
If
manage in the
we
picnic
run out
situation.
of any product, if some
Any-
products, right, are not available, if spices are not available, if right, if we don't get spices, if we don't get any
So
food product, then it becomes very hard for us, right?
yes, hard for us to manage all the thing during picnic, but in
Manage
home,
various things. This is more than one thing, no? Manage various things. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
but in home, eatable things.
However, don't start a sentence with but. However,
However, at home,
yeah.
eatable things are easily available,
Hmm.
and we can enjoy it uh, if yeah, with our solitude, and it is more easier to cook in home compared than in picnic,
Cook,
because
cook
in
at
picnic
home, right? It's
people
easier to cook at home.
is in compared than picnic, while
In comparison, so you don't cook in the picnic, you take food there. How do you compare the food part here? You basically take the food to the picnic spot. No, you don't cook there.
yes, yes. So yeah, and there are a lot of advantages in picnic. You can enjoy the open atmosphere of cooking while you are cooking
Open
at your.
atmosphere of cooking, what do you mean by that? You don't cook there, you take food. So how do you enjoy cooking in picnic?
Yes, honestly, there are a lot of kinds of picnics, right?
Okay,
I went. I have visited some picnics where cooks are
okay, okay, fine.
making.
So those are basically camps when you go for camping.
Yes, camping, and yes, obviously, we have also taken meals when we went for picnic, and we don't have fresh or hot warm food for us, but while we are at home, we can easily get warm food, and it is also very fresh and also healthy than taking some meal with us while we are in picnic.
So basically, when we also go to picnic spots, no, the surrounding views are very scenic.
Yes, yes,
That
very sweet.
makes the atmosphere very beautiful.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, discussion. Which are the different topics you are fond of discussing about?
I would like to discuss about career and some personal things, like how I'm feeling right now, and a lot of things. But taking into account my career, I mostly prefer to talk about which makes me more stronger in career paths, and I'm taking
What
the
kind
appropriate.
of factors?
Yes,
What
what kind
kind of
of.
factors give provide me better chances to boost my career?
Yes, there
Yeah.
is chances to boost my career, and is my degree desirable to pursue that career, or what kind of experiences I need to earn for establish a better career, and in which countries most suitable opportunities are available, or which cities I can earn a good money out of my career, and I also get a lot of security from my job. So I would like to talk about it. And another thing is my personal feelings to a very close one, how I'm going these days, and how I feel from rejection or from frustration, because we all know in that pandemic situation we don't have
Which pandemic? Which pandemic?
yes, okay, corona pandemic situation. Uh,
Coronavirus pandemic, either we say or we say COVID-19. Okay.
COVID-19 pandemic, we have left very few opportunities, and yes, there are
We
few.
are left with few opportunities.
Yes, we are left with few opportunities of job, so that makes us
Basically, you
depressed.
can say that employment opportunities have reduced, right?
Yes,
Better.
employment opportunities have reduced, and in that way, we feel depressed and stressed because we have economical securities, and yes, maybe I'm the only earning member of my family. So if I don't have the job, so that will impact holistically, and I think I would like to talk about that with my close ones, and that's it.
Okay. So not only a career, you can also talk about every topic that you read in newspapers. Career is there, right? Medical problems are there. COVID-19, you said that's a good trade example. Then you can talk about science and techniques, space science, man's mission to Mars, moon, right? Because different kinds of space agencies such as NASA, ISRO, or European Space Agency, Chinese Space Agency, they are trying to go to Mars, right? They're trying to find a settlement on Mars, then COVID 19, then your career, then finances, the stock market, the share market, okay? And then you can also talk about big companies, corporate organizations, then the environment, because weather changes are also a major issue nowadays, right? So I discussed this topic too. Okay, okay. What happened?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, oh, you didn't say anything. I thought maybe the connection broke or what.
Poor connection.
Okay, and then your sports, right? Nowadays, the Olympics and the Paralympics, they are all going on, no? So, sports
Mm-hmm.
is very important nowadays. Fitness,
Yes.
nutrition, what kind of diet we have, okay?
Mm-hmm.
See, that is why I asked you to come twice because you need more time, okay? But you don't understand that fact. You need one day to rest. Why do you need to rest? You are young. Rest
See,
after, rest
uh,
after you achieve your objective. See, you see how these sportsmen are practicing, they are not resting. So, this is your
mm,
job, you have to do it. Okay, don't rest unless and until you achieve your objective.
mm,
Okay,
mm, mm.
okay.
So
I mean,
I will.
this is just a theoretical way of saying
I
you can
wanted to
rest.
talk.
But
I wanted to talk about it. Give me time in afternoon, from 3 or 4, 3:30,
okay,
and again give me some time at night after 8:30 or 9 for
after eight
speaking
thirty or
or
nine, why so late? Why not a bit before? After
because
39 anyway is coming. So after 9 also you are saying, and after 8:30 also you are saying.
see, I'm honestly asking you how
Yeah.
much time I require for self preparation, because self preparation is also important, right? For writing
You
section.
are not doing a job, right? So study the
Yes.
whole day.
See, I was thinking that for 6 to 8 hours, I need to study.
Mhm.
But if you will take 4 hours, so it is more hectic for me to study
It
for
is
12.
hectic. It is hectic, but the time period is also not very vast. No, you don't have a year, so you cannot do it in
Yes,
a relaxed manner. This is like the
yes.
Olympic Games for you. You have to do everything within a stipulated time period. Right.
Okay, I have only 2 months left.
So
So
that is the point. No, that is the
I'm
point.
understanding.
If you give me 1 year, then I will say that you come every alternate day. I don't mind. But if you give me 2 months and you are a non-native speaker, right? So obviously, I would ask you to give it a bit more effort because there are
Mm,
24 hours in a day. You are not going for a job, right? You must be
mm,
sleeping 7 hours, 8 hours. After that, you have the whole day,
mm.
right? No.
Okay, so
See, you have to
from the
do
next.
it, right? You have to do it. I can say that it's okay, you can relax and all that, but that's not true.
Mm,
And that's not true for anyone who is going to give this exam because the time period is not so much. It's not like your UPSC, competitive exams where you have one whole year. right? Those guys prepare for 1 year. Still, some of them don't succeed, right? And here you only have either 1 month or 2 months, or within that you have to do everything. So you need to give more time. Either you increase the number of days, either you increase the number of hours, study hours within a day. There has to be two ways, right? So you can't increase the number of days. So you have to increase the number of study hours. That's it.
Okay.
See, even if you give me 4 hours, if you give me 3 hours or 4 hours in a day, okay, and you see it for 7 hours, so 7 plus 4 is still 11 hours. You still have nearly 13 hours left. Okay. So even if you relax for 4 hours, even then you have at least 7 hours to for self study. And you are not going to rest for 4 hours, no. Right. I know
Okay.
it's hard, but that is how it's done.
Yes, yes, and honestly, I have very limited time now, right now, so I need to more consistent. Need to be more consistent
Hmm.
and more, give
And
to
then
my
you also
more.
have to take a day's rest on Sunday. That is also that is also there, no?
Yes,
Or
yes,
the Sundays
yes.
are also there to disturb you.
Okay.
So that you have to then take out. If you want every Sunday off, then you have to take out that day from within these 2 months. So there are
Okay.
8 days are anyway reduced. 8 days means how many hours went away? 24 hours in a day. 24 into 8, how many hours? No. You see, it seems very easy that it's only one Sunday, but it's not only one Sunday. Every Sunday there would be something. Okay.
Okay.
I know things are sometimes hard, but then life is not so easy, right? I won't say it's hard, it's a bit complex. Okay. But if you try, you can do it. It's not a big thing. Okay.
Yes. Before that, I
But
have
just
the.
increase
Okay.
your efforts. That's it. That's the only thing you need to do. You need to increase your efforts. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So have your discussion topics changed since you were a kid?
Yes, when I was kid, I
When
tried
I was
to.
a kid, because singular needs a determiner. Okay.
Yes, when I was a kid, I discussed about the games and some
About
uh,
different games. I discussed about
yes,
different games.
dif- different games and different stories and experiences from school and from a friend. So, but nowadays, I mostly talk about very serious things, and honestly, not so see. I'm also talk about casual things, but mostly talk about career and life problems. But when I was a kid, I didn't talk much about it. So yes, with the advancement of time, I talked different things.
I speak about different things, the advancement
Yes,
of time. So now I also talk about science and techniques. I talk
uh, yes,
about how does
science and
space,
technologies.
yeah,
Yes,
and
and medical sectors and economical problems and also political issues.
yes, good.
Mm.
Do you change your opinion on a frequent basis?
Opinion? Can you repeat?
Do you change your opinion on a frequent basis?
Opinion.
Yeah.
See, yes, I agree with that because mostly I make quick decisions, but in term of in care when I need to take some a stable decision. So I discussed with someone, and after that I will change my opinion, but sometimes I fail to change my opinion because I don't uh, I wasn't rational on that time. I'm just a bit impulsive and bit emotional. And yes, I'm on that time. I wasn't also aware of the seriousness of that problem and that issue. So yes, I changed my opinion over the time because life is about experiences. So I'm also learned from my experience, daily life experience too. So that is also matters, I think.
Hmm. Okay, great. See, you would
Mm.
have done better by now, but the point is that you missed a lot of sessions in between. Right?
Yes,
That is also a point. Okay, so do you prefer to talk or do you want to hear what others say?
I want to.
Do you prefer to talk or want to hear what others say?
Okay. Uh, I would like to prefer what
Would
others
prefer.
say.
I prefer. Okay.
I prefer what others' opinion or to listen them because we all have many things to say, but it is very difficult to find a good listener or a listener because everyone is want to speak. No, no, not any. Sorry,
Because
no.
everyone wants to present their view. Everyone wants to present his or her views. Everyone is
Yes,
singular. So everyone wants to present his or her views.
yes. Everyone wants to present his or her view, despite of knowing what the other person is facing. So in that way, I
Despite
think
understanding the situation which the other person is facing.
yes, despite of the understanding of the
Despite
others,
understanding the situation which the other person is facing.
which the other person is facing. So it is really difficult to understand the whole situation without listening it properly and taking into account that listening makes us more approachable and also it makes us expressive because if we able to listen someone properly, most of the life problems will decrease because most of the time we didn't listen properly, so we make fuzzy circumstances and fuzzy thinkings. So I think listening someone is very important.
Listening to others. Listening to others is very
Listening to others is very important.
important. Okay, so yeah. Did we do this one? Describe a time you made a promise to someone.
Okay.
Did we do
uh,
this?
no, I didn't do that.
Okay. So describe a time you made a promise to someone. Okay.
See, I made, yes,
Okay.
I made a promise
No,
to my sister.
let me give you the hints. No. So whom did you
Okay,
make the promise to? Okay.
okay, this is the second topic, right?
Yes, this is a part two question. Whom
Uh,
did you make the promise to? Right. What was the promise?
okay, just let me write.
Okay.
Who is the participant?
And
Sorry, who is the person?
whom did you make the promise to?
Who?
Who is the person to whom you made the promise?
Okay, whom I make the promise. Okay.
What
Mm,
was the promise?
mm,
Okay.
mm.
What was the promise? Why you made the promise? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And was the promise easy to achieve?
Is the promise?
Easy to achieve. Was the promise easy to achieve?
Okay. Mm. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay,
Ready?
ready,
Yeah.
ready.
Start.
So the person was my niece because I took her to museum
To our
and
museum. Our museum.
I took her to a museum because for a long time she asked me to take there, but during my graduation program I was so busy, and she was also little by her age, so I wanted to take her while she's at least taking care of. If she lost there, and can communicate with the museum authorities. So I'm waiting for to grow more elder, and also
What do you want to say? I think you are going in a completely different direction. What do you want to say?
trying to say about promise.
Yeah, but I mean, why she needs to communicate with the museum authorities?
Okay, sorry. Okay. For so the promise, why I made this is the promise easy to achieve. Okay, I made this because she asked me for a long time, and before that, I promised her to took there, but during my difficulties in studies, I wasn't able to carry her. But after completion of my graduation, I made that promise to just took her to the museum. And yes, it is quite difficult for me because her family wasn't agree with me, because I'm also not so much fond of to visit there, and it was also my first time. Sorry, yes, it was my first time with because I need to visit alone. Before that, I went to museum with my family. So, and it is also difficult because I have to know all the routes. And if I got late, what is the alternative way to come back to home? So it is really difficult to achieve that promise.
Okay. Okay. Done? Anything more?
No.
Okay. Part three. Right. Generally
Yes.
speaking, do parents in your country make promises to kids?
Yes. If we consider that, uh, uh, s- sorry, considering the Indian parenting style, mostly mothers are homemakers, and father are working outside.
If you say
So,
mothers, then you say fathers. Right. You don't
oh,
say that
sorry.
father are. Father is singular. Okay.
Yes, fathers are working outside. So as a child, sorry, every child's demand for their parents to go outside at jointly. So if the parents are not available, so they make demand to go outside. And yes, our parents also make promises to visit to some nearby places or go to watch a movie. So in that way, they can also feel that his or her child is special to them, and also make understanding about the world, outside social world, and also help them to learn socialization. So parents, yeah, yes, in my country, parents take promises well.
Parents of my country. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. So most of the times they make promises to kids. So they would make promises of bringing them new toys or expensive gifts or maybe taking them out of vacations. Right. Okay. If they score good marks in exams or they behave in a good manner. Okay. Right. Do kids make promises to their parents too?
Yes, like when it comes to some good performance related to academics, children make promises to their parents. They can do better, but they need a reward in return, like mobile phones or some gadget, computer, or anything preferred thing, preferred object they are looking for. So obviously, and also sometimes children make promises to do better behavior if they misbehaved in the past days, because they also need affection and love from their parents. So that is also makes us more responsible person, because children also learning their responsibility by making promises, and they even also understand they are able to make that promise or not. So it's about understanding of their capacity to take their promise, right? So in that way, children also
Children,
make
not S.
promises.
S is not there. Okay.
Okay.
So children
Yes.
also make promises to their parents that they would study and not waste their time, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
they,
Yes.
apart from that, they also promise to behave in a good manner, it even in the absence of their parents. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Do you think that most human beings they complete their promises?
Uh, it's very difficult to pursue a promise. Most of the time, I think people failed because we make promises mostly in an impulsive manner, but very few people who are rational. And honestly, we are rational being, but while it is comes to taking some strong decision, we become very impulsive and we flood it away by our emotion. So when we are happy, there is a proverb that when we are happy, we don't take a promise, or when we are sad, we don't take a promise, because it is emotional based, right? And taking a promise is a very rational thing, and it is our human nature that most of the time we are emotionally vulnerable. So it is really difficult to pursue our promise, and a lot of times and very sorry and sometimes you also find that we have some other commitments on that day, like we are doing a job, and in the same hand we want to achieve a personal program. So because
We
of the
want to, we want to, maybe we are doing a job simultaneously. We are also undergoing, right? We are also undergoing
simultaneously
our
we also
education,
want to,
right?
yes, we want to go to a party for our personal commitment. So it is really difficult because due to the work schedule,
Work.
working schedule and commitments related to work. So yes, pursuing a promise is quite difficult, but if the person is very rational and determined and taking into account the pros and cons of making that decision, so it will help them to pursue that promise.
Okay. What is your reaction when others break their promises?
Honestly, I'm very much neutral in that. I'm not so much judgmental or uh, even
I maintain a neutral perspective. Okay.
I
I,
maintain a neutral perspective, because see, everyone has their own set of problems and own set of commitment for their regular life. So we need to consider that also they have other commitments without my priorities. They have also their own priorities to do, and lot of professional responsibilities they need to perform. So in that way, we should also acknowledge their personal situations without judging them that they
The
can't take the
personal
from,
issues. The
yeah,
personal issues. No?
personal issues that they couldn't take couldn't take their promises. And
They
we personally
could not
mm,
complete their promises.
promises, yes, and we should personally ask them what happened,
And
why didn't
we should
you
try to
take.
understand their concerns. Right?
Yes, yes, we should understand their
Don't go in the
concerns too.
die-out form,
Mm,
right? So don't go into the die-out form.
mm.
Okay.
That's it. Done.
Okay. Okay. So what is the news for today and last 2 days?
Okay, I have seen news. One of the famous actor just died.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'm not very much
Famous
fond of
actor.
fond of watching movies, especially Bollywood, and I really
He's not a
uh,
movie actor, no. I think
yes,
he was basically part of
also
the
yes, he was
TV
also
industry.
yes, he was also a renowned TV actor. And yes, when I was in class 10, I saw her serial, and it was really interesting, and his acting skills was also very strong and very efficient. So that is the news. And also in the West Bengal, people are suspecting that third wave will come very soon.
Third
The
wave of
second
what? Third wave of
third
what?
wave of COVID-19 pandemic
Hmm. So
will
people
come.
are imagining, people are thinking, people have an idea,
Imagining,
people are
yes,
giving their opinion. Okay.
yes, and that's why government authorities mandate some rule that who have the second dose of vaccination,
That
or
people
who
who have
have
taken their
done
second dose of
uh, yes, who have done both the vaccines with the both the vaccines, so they only
no, who have
have the right to,
people who have been vaccinated with both doses,
yes,
both
yes,
doses of
have been
Covaxin or
vaccinated.
Covishield. Take the names. Okay.
Yes, okay. Covishield and Covaxin. They will only allow to participate in festivals, and they will only allow to
They
go
would allow
outside.
only those, this pronoun those, right?
Yes, yes,
Mm.
and a lot of restrictions also taking to measures in case
Various
of,
measures, various restrictions have been undertaken.
yes,
Okay.
yes, undertaken, has been undertaken,
Have.
and sorry, have been undertaken,
Mm.
and people are very much cautious about COVID-19 now these days. That's why, with their concern, they avoid public transport, which is very overcrowded, and public gatherings they also avoid. And yes, government are hoping, sorry, government is hoping that
Which
pandemic
government is
will
hoping? Which
uh,
government?
hoping pandemic, sorry,
I'm saying
COVID-19
which government?
pandemic
Which government
will
is
end
hoping?
soon.
Oh, you are not saying
This
which
thing,
government is hoping. The
okay,
Indian government?
Indian government, the Indian government is hoping that COVID-19 pandemic will end soon.
Hmm. Okay, and what's happening in space science?
Space science, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. What's happening in finance sector, stock market?
Not aware of it.
Okay. And what's happening in the environment and biodiversity section?
See, in India, mostly so environmental scientists are saying a lot of areas in West Bengal and Kolkata are not safe because covered by, sorry, it is covering by river, and river levels are rising due to the global warming, and also lot of environmental issues
Those areas are near the coast, right? The
near the
coast.
coast.
Yeah.
Yes, near the coast, and they are in threaten, who those places, whose are sorry, uh, places near the river banks are in threat due to the global warming.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And and then there are anything more on the environment?
No, I'm not much concerned.
I think there has been excessive rain in some city in USA. No.
Yes, 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 yes. I have seen the last news of USA.
Yeah, that
There are flooding.
thing has happened.
Uh, New York happened. Yes, New York, I
Yes.
think.
New York.
Flooding happened, and grossly affected lot of areas and lot of people's life. So government are taking some
So
measures for
US
it.
government US government is taking.
Yes, US government is taking some precautions for it and measures for it.
Mhm. And there are forest fires in Europe, in Russia, right? In Eastern Europe. No, the forest fires. There were forest fires in Europe, Russia. Okay.
US, okay.
Okay. And what's happening in the sports section?
Yes, when it comes to Paralympics, Indians are winning. Sorry, Indians athletes won medals, gold medals, and even today, I think in batting, one athlete earned a gold medal, and a lot of Indians athletes earned a lot of gold medals, bronze medals, silver medals,
Okay. I think
and
they have won
for
in 17, 18 medals, right? Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what's
And
their position?
what
What's their position?
position? I think first. Actually, I'm forgetting their position, but mostly people are earned gold medals first.
I think they're 25th or 26th, something like that.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, they are doing okay. Right. Okay. And what about other countries? Which one is doing the best? And what about
I'm not
other
aware of
countries?
it.
Which are at the
I'm not.
top? I think China is at
Uh,
the top, and what do you say? Britain maybe at the second position, and USA
China,
is at the third position.
okay, China, Britain. And so, what is the position of India?
I think it's 25th or 26th.
25th.
Yeah.
However, at least they earned some prestige.
They are interested. That's true. Okay, and what's happening in the arts section?
What art
Arts,
section?
arts, arts section, arts and culture.
Oh, sorry, art section. See, I'm not aware of it.
Not aware of it? Okay.
No. What is happening? Can you tell me?
What's happening? So you have to find it out. If I explain
Okay.
it to you, then won't it be very easy? No, in
Okay.
India, there has been the death of an actor that you have already said. You can mix the crime and arts here, no? Right. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can talk about maybe the American movie industry. What's happening there? Right. Okay. Or maybe you can talk about the music industry, what's happening there. Okay. You don't go
So from the
that, right?
so
You don't read that much too much. I think there's some new albums are coming. Okay.
no,
Okay
I
then. Right. Good practice for today. Let's meet tomorrow. Okay.
see. I want to talk to you.
Hmm.
See, from today, I will do the writing and reading section, okay,
Okay.
and send it to you. And at night, I will done. Sorry, I will do the reading section which we discussed the last day, and send to you after that. But for tomorrow, uh, I
But
I
tomorrow
will
is Sunday, right?
for tomorrow
Tomorrow is Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Oh, so tomorrow you are not coming, right?
No, I'm just sending you the document. Okay. So for at night I will come
When you send the
from
document, you also send the links. Okay. Okay. So
okay, I
that's
will
easy
send
for
you
me
the
to
link
send.
to okay. Okay. I will send you the link to and from Monday I will join the class at evening and also at night. So
Evening
tell me
and
the
night.
time.
You said afternoon and night. Evening and night.
Okay. Afternoon and night.
Okay. Okay. Mornings you don't wake up too soon, I think.
No, from today, from yesterday, sorry, from Friday, Thursday, I just, sorry, yes, from Thursday, I woke up early,
Okay. Okay then.
6:30.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Okay then. Bye for today. Right. Enjoy your Sunday. Okay.
And,
Yeah.
but uh, I want to ask you,